Let me know when it's up so I can get going.
I think it's been up.
No, I shut it down just a few seconds ago. I just realized that it was up.
It is up, I believe. Maybe not. Maybe it's floating.
Maybe not.
Yes, it's up.
So you see this right here?
Yeah.
All right. All right, we're going to start off with building our towers. All right? And this is all up to you. I mean, I'm going to build it the way he built it in the game. You guys can build it however you want. Just make sure it fits inside the layout. All right, so I'm going to start off by taking my original block, copying it, and pasting it 3 separate times.
That's huge.
And for the all I'm gonna change is the Y's because I already know that the original Y was 321. So this one I placed good. This one I need to edit real quick. So I'm gonna go here and do 321, and now they're all gonna be flush with the ground. And then once you do that, it should already still be in the system, so you can just do another Control V and paste it. And we're gonna rotate this one horizontally. And by doing that, all you're gonna do is you're gonna go to the angle box once you have it selected, and you're just gonna change it to 90. And it turns it sideways. Just like we did with the destroy blocks that we made. And you can place this wherever you want. I'm going to do it so there's a little bit of a gap so you can see where the separate blocks are. And then I'm going to copy and paste this one. So I have 2 side by side.
Are we going to be able to shoot more than one cannon?
A cannonball?
Yeah.
That'll be an enhancement that you can set. But we're going to set it up just to operate once right now. And then you can change it to be however you want afterwards. But we're going to get the game functioning where it works. And then one last vertical block to put on top of the tower. And I'm going to drop it. Yeah, right about there. That looks good. Alright, so now I have my tower made where it's going to hold my goal. Once you get your tower made, we're going to add in a new sprite. And it's going to be for spawning the goal. I'm going to give you guys all a couple seconds to finish building the tower because I know that went pretty fast. Is everybody good? Anybody need a couple more seconds? Just raise your hand if you need a couple more seconds. Nope. Okay. So, next, we're going to add in a sprite. And double click, add sprite, drop it. And then you're going to resize it to 25 by 25. And this is going to be the sprite we use for our spawning locations. And I'm going to make it completely black. And I'm going to set it up in 3 different places. So I'm going to set it up here. And then I'm going to copy it and paste it on top of this block right here.
Can we make it more than 3 or just 3? Or?
You can do whatever your little heart desires.
I don't know what this is. So.
This is going to be where this goal, this guy, is going to spawn at the beginning of the game. Now again, you can set it up later on to have multiple goals in one game. You have to get all of them, whatever. That's all up to you. We're setting it up right now to just be 1 goal per game that you have to hit. Next, we're going to go back to the event sheet. And you're going to add in an event. It's going to be system On start a layout.
We never renamed the sprite.
We can name it. So this is just gonna be the name of that sprite that we created before was spawn location. I apologize. So you have system on start a layout. The action is gonna be cannonball. You're going to type in set enabled. And don't select necessarily the first one because you're going to see there's one for physics and there's one for scroll 2. We're doing scroll 2. And you're going to leave it as disabled. The action is going to be cannonball. You're going to select set enabled. But it's going to be underneath scroll 2, not the physics. It's the scroll 2 behavior.
AJ, what did you
And then you're going to set it to disabled. All right. You're going to add in another action. This one's going to be a system scroll 2. So system scroll 2 object. It's going to be the first one that pops up when you type in scroll. The object is going to be spawn location. Next, we're going to add in a wait to give it a pause. So we're going to do system wait. And you're going to put 2 seconds. After that, we're going to add another action, and we're going to do system again. You're going to do scroll to object. And the object this time is going to be the cannon. We're going to add in a 5th action, and this one's going to be cannonball. And we're going to re-enable the scroll 2 in it. So you're going to type in set enabled. You're going to do the scroll 2, and you're going to change it from disabled to enabled. What? What's your question, Hassan?
The second action of the
What? This one?
Yeah.
It's gonna be system scroll to object, and then you just select spawn location. That's the new sprite that we made. The tiny squares. And the last action that we do is you're gonna do spawn location. We're gonna set the opacity.
This is an action.
Yeah, this is an action. We're gonna set the opacity of the spawn location to 0. So that way we don't see those squares.
Can we just set it invisible? Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, and then you're gonna drag this to the top of the list. That was gonna be the next thing I said.
Why don't we just set it invisible? I don't know.
Because you want to still be able to move those around later on, so you can see them.
I mean, you could just set. But
Well,
yeah.
then again, sorry, you just don't want to see them at all when you're like designing the game. I know what you're talking about. Alright, you put in spawn, you're gonna do action, spawn location, set opacity, and you're gonna just put it to 0, so that way we just don't see them, because yeah, on start a layout, and you're gonna move it up to the top. And lastly, we're gonna add in the spawning of the goal. So listen up. You're gonna add in the event. You're gonna do system. You're gonna search pick random instance. It's gonna pop up right there. The object is gonna be spawn location. The goal is gonna be, or the action is gonna be for the goal. You're gonna select set position to another object. This one right here. The object is the spawn location at image point 0. So you're doing an action and you're selecting goal. You're gonna select set position to another object, and you're gonna do spawn location, and you're gonna do for the object, it's gonna be spawn location.
That's the good thing. It's the good stuff.
Yeah. And then lastly, to make it work correctly, we have to add a condition. So you want to select this whole thing. You want to right click, add condition, and then we're gonna do system. And you're just gonna type in trigger, and it's gonna pop up right there. You're selecting trigger once while true.
Oh, okay.
So it's gonna show you your tower. It's gonna go back. You're gonna be able to play,
Hey.
and it's gonna shoot. And the reason for that is it's gonna be just like Angry Birds. When you start the game out, it shows you what you gotta hit. It goes to your cannon, and then you gotta shoot the bird, and then it scrolls to the goal. Yeah,
Good shot, good shot.
you fire the bird.
Oh, is he doing good at his job?
You gotta have cannon fire. And then they gotta blow up.
All right, guys.
Ready? Yeah, you definitely, to do my game, you definitely need more than one cannon. That is not gonna work.
Cannon, what does that even say? Cannonball power. Oh,
All right, so moving forward,
fudge nuggets.
we're gonna set up the win and lose condition. All right. So you want to make sure if you're on layers, guys, if you're on layers, you're going to projects.
Ooh.
All right.
I'm getting out of space. Holy cow. Stop touching me. You might give.
I am on my side of the computer.
No, you're not. Now you are.
Boom.
That's not your side.
This right here is neutral. Anybody can go in.
Oh my gosh, you're such a bad bumble.
Like,
Do you mind?
this will be an issue. I understand where you come from. But this nonsense.
You're on. Your hand is past my computer, sir. That's not. You can't do that. Oh my god, you're actual. Stop. Okay, now you're on my computer. Could you move, please?
Oh,
What'd you do?
Fuck it.
Oh my god, Truman.
Hey, that's not.
Sherman, do you like my clothes?
What? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You gotta put him on a shoe.
On a shoe?
Yeah, remember?
Lots of Tims.
No, remember he's on Vans. Remember?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I got you right now.
Anybody else need help getting to where they need to be?
Boy, yeah. I definitely need some slip-ons. Slip-ons are definitely good.
You definitely need a life.
I think my target's the best target out of all.
Look, see this? There.
It's just the highest quality. He's making fun of me. I don't really like it.
Good.
Not gonna lie, he's kind of offending me right now.
Good.
Except that
My blocks fall through the ground. What? My blocks fall to the ground.
Whoops.
Why do they fall to
Truman.
the ground?
yes, I made it into something better than he gave you.
That has to do with not the blocks.
You approve?
Not the behavior of the blocks.
Trash.
That actually looks really good.
What do you think you have to add into it?
Your logo.
Yes.
I'm not that big.
No, it looks terrible. You're not even. You can't even afford that.
That's why I used to go there. She said you love me. I tell her no, I don't.
That looks weird.
Because there's something weird about it, but I think
It's
better.
too soon.
That loves me is Fortnite.
No, I'm talking about the picture.
I know you can't like zip it out anymore. It's kind of stupid. Actually, maybe.
I'm pretty sure you can.
Oh yeah. I wonder if there's an actual person that does these, or like if it's just computer generated.
Obviously, it's computer generated. You think someone
How
actually...
how is the computer gonna tell if it's a penis or something?
Because they probably like verify, like, okay, that's okay, and then the machine does it. Duh. Ding dong. Honestly. Why isn't this working? Kerplow. Oh, yes. What the frick? Yes. My game's better than yours.
Definitely not.
Yeah, it is. Look at this thing.
Oh god, you're horrible.
Yes.
Well, you actually can't hit it, so it's just happening. Why did it unzoom? Hey, don't do that.
Just make sure though. But I'm pretty sure.
Sometimes my kids flex on me.
Oh.
No, the holder doesn't.
Đưa sao đây hen đưa bờ đơ giờ được đó đưa.
If you say boy again, I'll eat you.
Boy.
You're dead.
Oh boy. Like
I'm really terrible at designing shoes.
Oh, that's why.
That looks terrible.
But I do.
There's no butt. You're a butt.
You smell like a butt.
You are a butt.
Look like a butt.
You are a butt. You are the butt.
All right, if you okay, stop. Stop.
I would never
Stop. Alright, I'm a pro skater now.
Also,
These
so
all
you
look
should
terrible.
see.
Basic.
You should see when you play your game. If you keep refreshing the page, your items should be spawning in different locations. Make sure your game is spawning in different locations.
Oh, wow.
What are you doing, son? You're just still
That looks very slow motion.
So you see it's still on the top. Now it's on the right side.
Those are kind of
On the
fine.
top again. So your goal is moving around.
Those are kind of nice.
Thank you. I am kind of nice. You're stupid.
All right. We're going to move forward. Listen up.
5, 4, 7.
If you're behind, I don't want to hear you asking me questions to help you. All right, projects. Go right here, projects. You're going to go to layouts. All right, so you're going to see layout 1. You're going to rename that to game layout.
Event sheet,
5, 4,
game
7.
event sheet, I'm guessing.
Yeah, you're going to change the event sheet name to game sheet.
All power.
We're going to add in a new layout. You're going to go around layouts. You're going to right click and you're going to select add layout.
Are we
This
add
is going
event
to pop
sheet?
up. You're going to click yes. You want to add an event sheet. They will be linked. It will not open the event sheet right away. So you will have to right click on that event sheet 1 and open it. And now it'll be there. And what we're going to do is we're going to rename these. The new layout is going to be called home layout. And the new sheet's going to be home sheet.
Shut up.
On the home layout. So you're going to go to home layout. We are going to make the layout size the original window size, like we did in the previous games. So it's going to be 854 by 480. $854 by 480 for the layout size.
Please don't touch my personal effects. Can you piss off?
No. This is that you're exactly where you need to be. All we did was just do the layout size. 854 by 480.
Look at this.
Oh, I know you did wrong. Ha ha, you suck. You did bad.
Shut up, Sherman.
Go to your event sheet, kid.
What do you want?
Go to your event sheet, kid.
All right, so you got your layout set up.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Go here,
Here?
I think.
On the home layout, you're adding in a sprite. This is going to be a button.
Remember. Angle, hold on. Mister, can you hold on? I'm trying to help him because he's bad.
Cannon angle? Okay.
Yeah, it's Cannon down angle.
Oh, shoot. I don't even have that. Sprite 30.
So you drop it. The size does not matter. The color does not matter. I'm just going to make mine a blue.
Wait. Sprite. Okay, boom.
So 17 red, 15 green, and I'm going to do a 239 blue.
Mister, what's the size?
This is going to be a button.
Mister, what is the size?
It's a sprite. You're making a sprite, but this is going to be a button. I said that.
Are you ready for this?
And you're going to name it to button play.
Mister, what size is it? Is it just
Just a regular sprite size.
Okay.
You just knocked it out of it.
You're gonna rename it Button?
Button play. BTN play.
Why is it still doing it?
My YouTube play button.
Alright, now go back to here. Come on. Cannonball power.
You're going to go to the home sheet. Alright, on the home sheet,
This.
you're adding an event.
Oh,
Are you ready for this? I'm gonna snipe this thing.
You're selecting touch.
oh my god.
Untouched object.
Oh, what the heck? You guys are so funny.
Object is button play.
Wait. Untouched object. Button play.
Jeremy, watch this.
The action is going to be system.
There's no untouched objects. Yes, there is. Bud.
There has to be because we added it in on the original layout.
Oh, got him.
Yeah, I said just type in on pod.
Anyway, back to making it. Looking at shoes. Ooh, those are kind of nice.
The action. Stop talking, please.
138.
The action is going to be system, go to layout.
Whoops.
Layout's game layout. You go to the game sheet. All right. We're adding in a global variable. The variable name is going to be isAlive.
Oh. Jokes and use not actually use
The initial value is 1.
So why'd you decide to change it?
Because I don't want to deal with everybody saying why is it is playing. Alright, you're going to now select the OnStarter layout event, the entire thing, and you're going to drag it up to the top because that should always be the first thing in your event sheet. We're going to add a new action to the OnStarter layout. We're going to do system, set value.
Why can't I scroll? Oh,
It's going to be for isAlive, and the value is going to be 1.
The initial value is 1.
Yeah, but you still have to add it into the code.
I like the
Wait, wouldn't its initial value be 0 because you're not playing?
It's just how he has it.
Okay.
Just going with it. You're going to drag it to the top of the action list. You want that to be first when you restart your layout. Next, we're going to add an event.
Now what?
We're going to select Cannonball. You're going to do is overlapping another object.
Wait, what are we choosing? It's overlapping?
Is overlapping another object. The object is going to be your goal. The action is going to be Cannonball, and then you're going to destroy it. So when you hit your goal, you're going to destroy your Cannonball. You're going to destroy the goal. So goal, destroy. And lastly, the last action for this one is going to be system. So you're going to do action, system,
Go to layout.
set value.
Oh, surprise.
You're fat.
Is alive equals 0. All right. We're gonna add a new event. We're gonna do system, compare variable. The variable is alive. You're gonna leave the comparison as equal to, and the value is gonna be 0. The action for this is going to be system, go to layout. Home layout. The second action is going to be system. It's going to be wait and 2 seconds. And then you're going to click this and drag it to the top of that event above go to game layout.
Home layout.
Or home layout, sorry.
Yeah, you can see whenever you're bound.
And you're going to see it's automatically shooting your cannon.
Definitely is. You can't save crush. So you have to restart. Never save.
Okay, you click the fish.
What are you searching?
It's not how to actually shoot the cannon.
We are going to fix that
Tomorrow. Wait, no.
probably on Monday because me and Mr. Wilkos are still figuring out how we want to end this code. What I want from you guys to do, all right, and what we can do is for now, if you want to play with your game and make sure it's working correctly, you're just going to right click on this and you're just going to toggle disable it. All right? What I want you to do for the remainder of class is work on either A, changing up your tower, all right, doing some different designs for your towers, and B, changing the characters, all right, putting in something else other than just a square. Make it look realistic. Change the cannon. Make it look like a cannon. Do stuff like that. If you want to, you can add in a background now. That's why we created that background layer. With about 5 to 8 minutes left in class, I'm going to tell you guys to do your code descriptions. You're going to go and take the screen captures of what we did today. Remember, we talked about this yesterday where you're going to do it every day at the end of the class. All right, I will remind you. What's going on, James? Still doing it?
Oh,
Everybody's Photoshop because I'm smart.
Why is it not scrolling? What's this?
You can try that. We did fix it.
Great.
Yeah, we did fix it. I just wanted because he's gonna be doing this stuff with you next week, and I don't want to get you guys to a point where like it's weird taking over. So I'm trying to leave him at a good point to take over at.
Okay. Thanos isn't real.